members to a program that where we covered a subject that's important to somebody or another. You can get over to brightsideben.com or brightsideben.com. If you want to order any of the longevity products you hear advertised on the program, recommended on the program, you can order right off the websites, brightsideben.com, or my blog, pharmacistben.com, or my new blog, criticalhealthnews.com, and you can sign up to join the Brightside Ben phone team right off of the websites, brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, and criticalhealthnews.com. You can also call the phone team at 866-735-2470. Our number today, 844-236-6010. We'll get your calls here momentarily. If you have a success story you want to share, you want to contribute to the conversation, or if you have questions about health or nutrition, we can help you. 844-236-6010. Okay, so from a disease standpoint, if you go to the doctor, you're going to get, they're going to focus on the organ, the skin, the bone, the heart, the brain, whatever the organ particular structure is. But once you have a problem at the organ level, there's nothing you can do about it except mask it or hide it or disguise it or numb it or somehow poison it so you don't have to know you have it. This is why medicine is such a failure. It treats organs, which is in essence treating symptoms. The organ level is the symptom level. The causal level is beneath the organ level. You've got 4 different levels. You've got your organ level. The organ is itself composed of tissue, which is composed of cells. Then within those cells, you have all the different chemical reactions. So for the most part, your doctor is going to be treating your organ. The organ is made up of tissue, and the tissue is made up of cells, and this is where your power is. Now recently, because we have this high-tech culture and high-tech medicine knows that they can now attack molecules. They can go inside the cell. So in the old days, and even today, they'll treat your organ, they'll treat the skin. Or nowadays, they'll treat the molecular nature, the molecules. But at the cell level, which is what composes the tissue, they can't do anything. But that's where the disease is. But it doesn't matter. Because at the cell level, we have control. At the cell level, all we got to do is make sure the cell's got the nutrients it needs, i.e. the mighty 90 essential nutrients. We got to make sure it's not swimming in toxicity. That means keeping your toxins, especially food toxins, out of your system as best as you can. And again, sugar is a toxin. Moving your lymphatic system, moving your body around so you can improve detoxification. Make sure you're breathing correctly to improve detoxification, and also making sure that cell is oxygenated. Again, involving respiration. Do you hear doctor anywhere there? No. Can a doctor help you breathe? Is a doctor going to help you make sure you're doing your deep breathing? You don't need a doctor for that. Do you need a doctor for your nutritional supplementation? No. What is this? How does the doctor stick his nose into our tent? How does the medical model insert itself into what's our health? Where does it come from? So I can't help you. The medical model can't help you at the organ level. It doesn't matter, though, because at the tissue level, which is made up of cells, this is our bailiwick. This is our deal. We can do it ourselves at this level. And you assess your health at this level by how you feel. If you feel tired, if you feel pain, if you feel nauseous, if you feel brain fog, these are the places where you can diagnose yourself. You don't need a doctor for any of this stuff. When it comes to the skin, if you're breaking out, the chances are pretty darn good that you're dealing with the same thing that you're dealing with if you have heart disease or any other health issue. Starvation, suffocation, toxification. Of all the nutritional supplements and nutrients that are important for starvation issues, at least when it comes to the skin, when it comes to all cells, vitamin A it could be argued the most important. Certainly when it comes to acne, vitamin A is at least one of the 2 most important anti-acne nutrients. Make sure you're using 10 to 20,000 IU a day. You can even use 30,000 IU a day. And take your vitamin A with all your other vitamins, especially vitamin D, which works in tandem with vitamin A. Vitamin D itself is pro-immunity, helps support the immune system, anti-inflammatory. So in addition to balancing vitamin A, vitamin D itself may have its own anti-acne benefits, and everybody knows who's breaking out that if they get out in the sun, their skin starts to heal. Hello? No toxicity from the sun, unless you burn. No doctor necessary from the sun. Works just as good as any drug you get from the doctor with no side effects. That's vitamin D. And vitamin A and D are also found in the ultimate EFAs and fish liver. Fish liver is probably your best source of both vitamin A and D. Vitamin A and D are found in the cholesterol complex. I call it the cholesterol complex. Cholesterol complex is a complex of elements that are involved in growth. They're found in meat, They're found in dairy, and they're found in eggs. I call it the cholesterol complex. Meat, dairy, and eggs and fish are your best sources of the cholesterol complex. Oh yeah, the doctor tells you not to eat the cholesterol complex. More boneheaded medical information. The cholesterol complex is important for the growth of cells. It's made up of vitamin A. It's made up of vitamin D. It's made up of something called phospholipids, which include lecithin. It's made up of cholesterol. It's made up of sulfur. All of this is incredibly, incredibly important for anti-aging, anti-cancer, skin health, general health, and oh yeah, the doctor will tell you not to eat it. More brain-dead information from the medical model. Vitamin A is also important topically. In fact, it's incredible topically. In fact, it's so incredible topically, it's actually a prescription because it's so effective if it's a little bit powerful. It's called Retin A, although these days there's many forms of it. It used to be called Retin A. Technical name, retinoic acid. It's going to be difficult to find effective vitamin A products if you don't want to deal with a prescription, but there's a couple options that you have. We will talk about that tomorrow, and we'll continue talking about skin health and acne. There's another very important nutrient, mineral nutrient, that's also important for dealing with acne skin. Nobody has to have acne, and it's easy to reverse. Within 24 hours, it can begin to reverse within 6 to 8 weeks for most types of acne. And as you may recall, there's different types of acne, but for most types of acne, you can completely eliminate it theoretically within 4 to 8 months, because for most type of acne, you're dealing with a skin surface cell issue, a skin cell issue, the epidermis, which turns over every 4 to 8 weeks. All right, we'll continue talking about this tomorrow. On the bright side, I'm Pharmacist Ben. Time to hit our phones. 844-236-6010 is our number. Diane, welcome to the bright side. What's up?
Hi, Ben.
Hey, what's cooking?
First, I'd like to mention that we're getting very anxious to purchase or try your new product.
Oh, I'm teasing you a little bit. Should be out here. You know, the website's been a little tricky, and I've got that's the thing. The product's ready to go, but the website is a little bit tricky. Why don't you do this, Diane? Shoot me an email, ben@ksco.com, and put your mailing address, and I'll put a couple things out to you personally. Just a couple prototype samples, pre-sale samples.
Great, I appreciate that.
Okay, what's cooking?
What I'm wanting to talk about mostly is a product, OsteoFX.
Okay.
Been using that, and I have issues with bruising, especially on my forearm.
I think I remember this. This has been going on for a while, hasn't it, Diane?
Yeah.
Did you and I talked about this maybe a couple years ago, it seems like, no?
I think you're right.
Okay.
But I just wonder, I don't see any vitamin K2 in the OsteoFX.
That's a tricky one. It should be in there, but that's a tricky vitamin. Vitamin K is more... The fatty vitamins, D, E, A, and K, are all tricky. We've been talking about A here, but K is especially tricky. Hang tight, Diane. Got to take a break. But let's talk a little bit about vitamin K and the Beyond OsteoFX. So let me give you some help with the bruising as well, because that's an important sign. Your numbers don't matter, but the bruising, that matters. That's an important sign. So don't go away, Diane. And if you're on hold, hang on. Our number is 844-236-6010. Got a couple lines open for you. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back right after this.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100 foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
The human body is extraordinary. Despite all the stresses we inflict upon it, it still works hard to stay in balance. Thousands upon thousands of people rely upon Heart and Body Extract to help their body stay balanced. This excellent 100% natural herbal formula helps maintain healthy blood pressure levels, cleans arteries, promotes good circulation, balances cholesterol, and more. HB Extract, paired with healthy lifestyle choices like good nutrition and exercise, can give you a life free of pain, sickness, and fear. Recapture your youthful vitality and experience your body healing itself with the aid of HB Extract. It's extremely effective and it starts working in just days. Visit hbextract.com to learn more and to read scores of testimonials from satisfied customers. And we've never increased our price in over 10 years. That makes Heart and Body Extract as great a value now as it was the first day we sold it. A healthy heart is a happy heart. Call 866-295-5305 or go to hbextract.com.
Hi, this is Steve Sanchez, and based on a recent study, it was found that 57 million Americans had legal issues over the last 12 months, but only 60% of those studied sought out the services of a lawyer. Why? In a nutshell, affordability. Well, my friends at Legal Shield have created a solution that can help you not if, but when you need an attorney. For as little as $17 per month, Legal Shield will provide you unlimited access to qualified attorneys at an accomplished law firm for advice and counsel on legal issues, no matter how serious or trivial. For over 40 years and with 1.4 million families across North America, Legal Shield can help you, the loyal GCN listener. Representatives are standing by now to answer your questions, so call them now at 1-855-340-SAVE. That's 1-855-340-7283, or visit them at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com.
Results will vary from case to case.
Attention taxpayers! If you've received a notice from the IRS or state, do not ignore it. It's also a big mistake to try and handle your tax problem on your own. If you owe back taxes, it's a fact that the government has the power to take everything you own, including your home, business, wages, savings, and your freedom. But here's the good news. There's a special toll-free tax hotline set up especially for you. This tax hotline will tell you about new programs that are geared to help you dramatically settle, reduce, or eliminate what you owe. But you have to call now. Take down this number or put it in your cell phone. But call 877-345-7645. That's 877-345-7645. When you call, you get free information on how you can reduce or eliminate back taxes, including penalties and interest. You can also be helped if you have unfiled returns, a tax lien, wage garnishment, bank levy, or if you've been entered into a payment plan but can't make the payments. Don't make the big mistake in thinking you can ignore or handle your tax problem on your own. You can stop the collection process immediately at 1-877-345-7645. That's 1-877-345-7645. 1-877-345-7645.
Hi, my name is Scott Fuchs, teacher and rowing coach for over 14 years. I was sluggish, overweight, on prescription drugs, and only 30-something. Fortunately, I was referred to Dr. Z, and happy to say Dr. Z's all-natural protocols over a consistent course resolved my health issues. I'm in the best shape of my life, and most importantly, on zero medications.
I'm Dr. Zdanowski, author of Evology, trained as a primary care physician, surgical manipulation under anesthesia, expert in nutrition, diet, weight loss, immune system, and I specialize in chiropractic. My 15 years of professional experience has taught me the 4 keys to vibrant health: a balanced musculoskeletal system, an integrated nervous system, a flowing lymphatic system, and a body filled with over 90 essential nutrients. This has been a secret too long. Actualize your potential, reverse disease. Call me, Dr. Z, 201-945-1177, 201-945-1177, evolveyourself.com.
A little right, a little left, but always independent-minded. The Genesis Communications Network, GCN.
All right, we're back on the bright side. 844-236-6010 is our number. Got a couple lines open for you. Talking to Diane in Nebraska. Diane, you there, ma'am?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so a couple of things about bruising. It doesn't necessarily mean it has to do with thinning blood. Vitamin K is a blood thickener. It's a blood clotting agent. You definitely need vitamin K for a lot of reasons. To answer your question, why it's not in a lot of the longevity products, it's usually not found as an add-in to products because vitamin K is the most potent, or at least one of the most potent of all the vitamins, and it works in conjunction with vitamins D, E, and A. All the fat-soluble vitamins work together. DEAK, D, E, A, and K. So you want to make sure if you're taking vitamin K, you're using all the fat-soluble vitamins. It's not advisable just to take vitamin K, and that's probably why you're not going to find it in a lot of multi-supplements, although you probably find it in a multivitamin, of course. Vitamin K is a clotting vitamin, as I say, but it's also very important for bones. if you have a problem with bruising, the chances are very good that you have a bone problem also. And the reason is, and this is what I was kind of leading to at the beginning of the program, is because the tissue that makes up your blood vessels is the same as the tissue that makes up your bones. It's called connective tissue. And even though the bones look very different, obviously, than blood vessels, from a tissue standpoint, which is where health and lack of health show up or come from, they're the same. So chances are very good that you have a problem with your bones if you have a problem with your